Today we're going to sit down with Neg, one of UK's biggest pranksters, and we're going to talk about how to really maximize his videos, his audience, because he's been struggling a little bit about how to really make more money from his videos. So I gave him an exact strategy that he can follow to not only make more money, but actually organize the way that he creates content. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's jump right into it. So why don't you, for the people who don't know who you are, can you just tell me a little bit about you, your page, how you started doing this, making content, all of that?
My name is Nej. I've been doing like bits of comedy on TV in the UK, Australia. I've done a little bit in the States as well, Europe. And with the success of that, it sort of led. I mean, I was right at the crossover between TV and then YouTube sort of came along as I was on TV. So, you know, I did a little bit of telly and then it's like, oh, what's this YouTube thing? You know, it was literally then.
Okay, so you've been doing content for a very long time now. What's been your experience like from TV to now going to the internet, you know, building a following on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram? Like the difference between making content for, you know, social media versus actually doing scripted stuff for TV?
Specifically filming for TV, like hidden camera and stuff like that, is quite a lengthy process with, you know, like the legal side of things and getting release forms and that if you sort of prank someone, you know, and that seems to have been like completely eradicated. So it's been unusual for me as we started to do stuff specifically for online. You know, I just had some ideas I wanted to try out. Generally, you don't get release forms, that type of thing, you know. There's the censorship on TV. Obviously, there's certain things you can and can't do. I think with the online stuff, you kind of get a little bit more freedom.
I completely understand because it's a whole different platforms. When did you decide to start going the social media route and actually put all your time and effort into making content for Facebook, YouTube, and all that?
When I was filming in Australia, it was like the last sort of block of TV, specifically for TV filming. I got like injured myself doing these pranks. That's another thing. Like, you know, I'm doing this stuff for real. You know, like I started to think, you know, I'm getting a bit older. Maybe I should start calming down. I started doing a lot of writing as well. I've written like sitcoms and sketches and stuff and bits and bobs all over the telly and other bits like that. And then I thought, you know what? I can't get away from it. This is what I do. You know, like the comedy's in me. So I did a couple of videos with the Troll Station guys. I think that's the one with the transgender character, transvestite character. I mean, that went viral times 100. You know, it's like, oh, you know what, we don't need to send all this stuff to TV channels, because I was finding as well, you know, I'd spent quite a long time writing for shows and coming up with ideas and being in pitch meetings, and it's not for us, Nej, thanks, you know. And then you see it on the TV 6 months later. It's happened a few times and we're like, oh my god. That was another reason I thought, you know what, let's just start filming.
Across all your social media, how many followers do you have?
I think Facebook's the main one. I think that's 540,000 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And then YouTube, we stopped uploading to YouTube. A lot of stuff is getting flagged. TikTok is on like 65. It's not huge. Instagram has never really worked.
What's making you the most money right now?
I think that Facebook is the only thing that's monetized.
I saw you had a couple of viral videos. I'm guessing most of your audience is from the UK because they know you, they seen your stuff. So that typically means your RPM is going to be a little bit better and you're going to get, you know, make a little bit more money for your views. So typically on average, what's been your biggest month versus your lowest month?
I can't even remember. You know, I've got the guys that work alongside that sort of take care of that. But I mean, it's not astronomical amounts again, you know, it's a few thousand.
So does that mean that you have a team or you have someone that takes care of uploading and scheduling videos?
Yeah, I've got some guys that have.
Is this your only monetized Facebook page?
Yes.
What I've seen is a lot of older videos being reposted on your page. So I'm guessing is that most of the revenue is coming from those older videos. So my question is, are you planning to continue to make the pranking videos on the street with people? Or is that something that you want to slow down and just move into something a little bit with less effort, I would say?
Yes and no. This is another point maybe I should have made earlier. You know, like coming from that TV background, you know, where everything is, you know, multi-cameras, big budget. When I think of ideas, I have to sort of go, you know what, you don't need cameras, audio, just film it, you know. And that's been a process for me to sort of come to terms with, you know, it's okay. Because, you know, you've got the phones now and stuff. It's amazing. Having said that, a lot of the stuff I have filmed, because we do it, try and do it properly, someone on the camera, and a lot of the stuff is, you know, long lens, you need to be far away. Okay, yeah, some of the videos made some money, but out of that I was paying for it to be filmed, edited. But moving forward, as you say, I think a mix. I still enjoy doing the comedy, whatever that is. I just want to do comedy, mate. It doesn't really matter what it is. But I think the audience, and again, this maybe is a question more for you, like, does the audience want pranks, prank, you know, hidden camera, or is it okay? Because I do some funny stuff. The remake videos have done okay.
I don't see a problem with your content per se. Your content is great, especially if you enjoy making. That's why I asked you that question, because if you enjoy making those type of videos, you got to keep making them. But from what I'm seeing is you're putting all your eggs in one basket, because you're throwing basically a bunch of stuff at the wall to see what sticks. You know, doing reaction content, you're doing skits, you're doing pranks, you're doing all this stuff, and you don't really know what's gonna work, what's not gonna work. Some videos might be taken down, you might get demonetized. You're the creative, you're the, the guy coming up with the content ideas, but you also need to understand the business side of how this works. First thing that I would do is let me sit down with whoever's running my Facebook page. Let's go through, revenue over the last 6 months. Let's go through the top viral videos, how much money they made. Let's go through the different monetization tools that you have enabled. So once you figure that out, create a plan where I'm gonna be posting X amount of reels per day, X amount of videos, or I'm gonna be posting more photos, more stuff, because I wanna make more money from the bonuses. A lot of the content creators who sit down with me, just like you, they just know how to make videos. They don't know anything else about, running ads, what monetization tools I should have. They don't know anything.
I'm not great.
That's fine, but you should at least have an understanding on how your page is making money. Once you understand a little bit more, and I would advise that you do that this week, next week, the next step is, how should I make more money? There's multiple ways that you can make more money with this page. My advice, and you have so many different styles and formats, that is difficult to say what your audience might be enjoying more. The first thing that I would do is I would diversify it as much as possible. So because your Facebook is your biggest audience, what I would do is probably set up a second or even a third Facebook page and get those two monetized. And then assign what type of content I want to make for those two pages. Like on this one, which is your biggest page, you can continue to repost older videos, test different ideas and different comedy skits if you want. I would probably build a second page, call it Neg Dupree Reactions or something like that. And I would only post reaction content in that page. Number one, it's gonna solve the issue of, let's say that you get hit with a violation or one of your videos get taken down, it's not going to affect your reaction content now.
Okay. It never even crossed my mind, I mean, because I've got like 10 at least characters that I do, mainly in hidden camera. You think they could all have a page then? Each have a page if there's enough content,
I would probably choose the ones that you enjoy making the most. Your main page is your promotional tool. This is the door to promoting or trying different ideas that you believe are gonna do well. Like if you wake up today and if you have a great idea and you don't feel like it's gonna fit well for the reaction page or the other page, you can just throw it on your main page and just see how it goes. Maybe you'll make some money from that. Maybe it goes viral and it helps build your brand. But now you're gonna have digital assets all attached to your name that can make you a lot of money. Because think about this, if you have 3 different Facebook pages, each of those has the potential to make you $5,000 per month. Instead of putting all your eggs in one basket, you can essentially have a second page make you $2,000, and then this one $2,000, or this one $3,000. And you put whichever Facebook page is giving you the most in terms of, let's say, ad revenue, followers, reach, engagement, all of that, then you can say, okay, this one is doing really well this month. Let me just make more content for this one and just focus on this one for a while. Trust me, it will make a major difference on revenue, followers, and everything else. And you're gonna have diversity, not putting everything into Facebook's hands. Because if you get demonetized, if you get your videos taken down, it's over.
That's a good point as well. Traditionally, whatever you want to call it, I have been mainly a character performer. So to sort of do these reaction videos is kind of new for me, and just sort of testing the water, see if people like it. And
this is why you want to experiment, because you have so much potential to make. I mean, I don't know why you're not making like $50,000 a month, to be honest with you, because you have so many ideas and characters and things that you want to do. And I think you can get to that level. But the main issue is you had this Facebook page for so long and you've been posting all types of content. You're trying, different styles, different formats. And some people might have found you because of a reaction video. Some people might have followed you because of a street prank you did. So essentially what I'm trying to say is let's segment those people into different Facebook pages. Let's monetize those Facebook pages, and then feel free to create content for this one, create content for this one, but all of them are connected to your main brand, which is your name. Just make sure that for the new pages, all you're posting is just new, fresh content on those pages. You don't want to repurpose and use the same videos from the old or the main page on the new page. It has to be fresh, new content.
On one of your videos, a big fan of what you do as well, so it says on one of them, repost. So this has been one of my, I don't know if it's like a blessing or a curse, because there is so much content for so many years. A lot of what I do is quite controversial, so kind of have to change it, don't you, for each platform, But do you think that it's a case of just all new content then? Because, if I was going to do a new page for, say, character web, it would generally have to be a new video at least once or twice a week.
It's gonna be like that for the first 3 months. Let's say in the first 3 months you make 50 reaction videos, just to give you an example. Out of 50, maybe 5 are gonna get 100,000 views, maybe more. Those videos can be reposted again in a month. If you're growing by 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 followers per month, those people have not watched your previous videos. So you can go back and repost those videos again and again. So yes, in the beginning, it's gonna be mostly fresh new content, but once you get to a level of 50 videos, now you can start reposting those older reaction videos and you can stack that revenue on top of each other. I have a client of mine, he just didn't have any clue that you can repost videos. He came from YouTube. So on YouTube, as you know, you post a video, if it does well, great. If it doesn't, you don't have any other opportunity unless you take the video down and re-upload the video, which most people don't do. But on Facebook, you can post a video, the video might do well, maybe the video doesn't do as many views, but you have the opportunity to repost that video again without having to re-upload the video. Let's say that it grew by 100,000 people. That video that didn't do well when you had 10,000 followers, it might do well the second time that you repost it.
It seems to be so inconsistent. I mean, you know better than anyone. I'll put like practically the same video one day and then 2 months later and it will just bang. I mean, I don't know whether it's just the time or the tags. You mentioned the reels as well. How are you feeling about like hashtags on Facebook? Does that work anymore?
You can have maybe 1 or 2 in there, but it's really not that. I would say the hooks of the video, the format of the video, the content itself makes more of a difference now than any hashtag that you can put. So when you post videos on YouTube, your thumbnail is your hook. If people are not just clicking on that video, they're never gonna watch it. But on Facebook, the way you get discovered is people are browsing on Facebook, they see your video. If they're hooked in the first 5 seconds, like for example, for your reaction content, if you want to make your video stand out, you got to put the 5 seconds of your reaction content where you're essentially the most hype. That should be the first 5 seconds.
Yeah. So you trail it in effect. We started to do that a while ago, and then we stopped. I don't know why. So you just like 3-4 seconds of bang, and then
Yeah. And of course, once you publish videos, don't just let the algorithm do whatever they want to do. Go back maybe, 7 days after publishing that video and start reviewing the stats and kind of see where people are dropping off. If it's, 11 seconds into the video, then that means you're probably making videos that are too long. Perhaps you want to do your reaction content that is 1 minute and 30 seconds. Perhaps you want to do it 3 to 5 minutes if people are watching longer reaction content. So you're going to have to study your analytics.
I mean, these guys that kind of alongside are sort of like 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. We kind of played with it and then we went back to the 3 minute thing. But what is monetized now? Is it like 15 seconds or over? Or have I got that wrong?
Yeah, but for long form, if you want to make the most money for Instagram ads, anything over 1 minute, it's fine. Anything shorter than 1 minute, you can still make money from it. I'm not saying that you can, but I would use that as a Facebook reel instead of a long form video. You can make a 3 minute video. I'm not saying, don't make 3 minute videos, but go back to where people are dropping off in those 3 minute videos. If I'm making 3 minute videos and people are only watching 25 seconds of my video, then I don't need to make a 3 minute video.
Reels, yay or nay? Because they're not.
I just recorded a video that's going to be released on my channel. I talked about Reels. It's like the top of the funnel. Reels is the best way to get discovered. But then once you get discovered, you got to get those people to watch your long form video. Let's say you're making a 2 minute reaction video. I would probably pick the best 15 seconds, 30 seconds of that reaction video and turn that into a Facebook reel. It gives you the option to connect your Facebook reel to your long form. So you can essentially have a little link that people can just click on it. It'll take them to your Facebook page and they can watch the full video. The main point is driving views from reels to long form video, because that's how you're gonna make the big money. The only way that you can make, let's say 5,000, 10,000 per month from reels is that you're getting 100 million views.
It makes sense. I mean, like I say, we've been around the houses with the reels. We sort of did it and then we stopped, and then, but the I mean, the reaction videos, like you say, obviously, if you're looking at what doesn't cost anything, that's the cheapest thing to do, right? You just sit and watch videos, as opposed to me going out and filming all this crazy stuff that, I mean, you can spend a whole day on a 3-minute video quite easily. So that's really interesting. I mean, it's like what you said with the page, we're just throwing everything on there because what do people want to see, you know?
And I guarantee you that less than 5% of your audience is seeing your stuff, because Facebook is a business. Of course, they want you to spend money on followers. They want you to spend money on reach. They make the rules, but we're trying to play that game. The best way to play the game is, let's diversify. Let me find out what is the best type of videos that can make me the most money with less effort, that could potentially go viral and reach thousands, if not millions of people without having to spend money. Once you figure that out, it just becomes a rinse and repeat process where you build a Facebook page, you grow it to X amount of followers, and then you try to figure out what goes viral, what works, what doesn't work.
Yeah, so you need to go back with the guys and like have a proper look through analytics and everything.
Yeah, and you're gonna spot, once you do that, you're gonna spot videos that have gone viral in the past, and you can say, okay, now I'm gonna make more videos like this. But don't just focus on making content because it gets more views. If you want to make reaction videos because you enjoy making those videos, make them, but put them on a separate Facebook page so you can benefit from that second monetization and make more money. You know, you're relying on Facebook pushing videos, your reaction content, to people who only want to see your Jensen skits or something like that.
I never would have thought of that, doing a separate page, but I mean, now you said it, it's one of these. It makes perfect sense now, because you're right. It is. My brain works in a million different directions, you know, like with all these different ideas and comedy stuff. So
you're the creative person. You're the one that comes up with the ideas, the content itself. But the business side of things is the strategy behind how do I make more money from my content? How do I grow my audience even more? What's working, what's not working? That's the side that you're not really paying attention to, which is fine. I get it, because a lot of YouTubers and content creators like yourself come to me, hey Lester, I don't know anything about managing anything. I just know how to make videos. I just want to know how to make more money from my videos, and I don't know how to do pretty much anything. So I get it. I completely get it. But you got to be a little bit informed in regards to how your business works. So now you can strategize over the next 6 months and say, I can make 10,000 per month. You can do that. If you have multiple assets and multiple formats that you're testing, all it takes is just one video to just blow up.
Sure. Okay, bro.
All right, my man. So I really hope that this is helpful, and just keep me updated. I kind of want to see, what happens over the next 30 days, 60 days, what you decide to do. I can clearly see it because I've been working with so many content creators for such a long time. So it becomes really easy for me to tell you what you should be doing. But again, figure everything out and then consider, should I spend my time on a second Facebook page, which is the best. My advice is just the best route, and trust me, it is really nice to have one Facebook page making you 2,000, the other one making you 5,000, and just all that income from different sources. And if you get a video taken down and you get demonetized, because trust me, it does happen, your other pages are not affected. You still make money.
Oh, the page was demonetized for a while. Yeah, we've had similar problems. Some of the stuff is so controversial. Boom. Or the copyright, whatever it was, limited originality. You remember I messaged you about that before. It's a bit of a minefield with it.
It's really difficult because anyone can take your videos from Facebook and just post it on a separate Facebook page, and they can monetize it. And you might still get hit with a violation and get demonetized unless you have access to Rights Manager and all of that stuff. It just doesn't make any sense, and Facebook support is horrible. I think they're working on fixing it, because I did get an invite for a new thing they're testing, which is for content creators. So I have hopes it's gonna get better, but we'll see what happens. I actually made a video about that like a couple weeks ago, about the different ways that I get in touch with Meta. But the more money you spend with Meta, the faster you can get to chat with them. That's just, they make the rules, we play the game. That's just how it is. All right, my man. So hopefully this it's helpful, keep me updated. Let me know how it goes. I'm hoping that you, in the next 3-6 months, come back to me and say, hey, Lester, I want to do an update. I'm now making like $30,000 a month, and we can get on this call again and kind of give the people an update.
That'd be great, man. I hope so. Yeah, I'll listen back as well, like you say. I've been making notes. It's very helpful, man. Thank you.
Man.
Keep doing what you're doing as well, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for being on the call today, and we'll talk soon.
All right, man. Much love. Yeah, appreciate it.
Take care. So if you guys want me to make more videos like this, make sure you hit the like button below. It's really gonna let me know whether you guys enjoy these type of coaching call videos and page audits. And make sure you follow me on Instagram as well, because that's where I post when I'm going to be doing the next page audits. Also, if you want information about how to work with me directly, if you're a content creator who's looking to scale, build your audience on Facebook, or make more money, check out the links in the description below. I have multiple ways that I can help you. I have a private community of content creators. I have my program where I teach you how to build, grow, and monetize Facebook pages in less than 90 days. And I even do coaching calls where I help content creators like yourself to scale their brand, their content, their revenue to that next level on Facebook. If you want to see another coaching call that I did with another content creator, then make sure you click on this video right here. I'm pretty sure you're really gonna enjoy that one because we really dive deep into the details. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.